Hey there everyone, welcome back to another video on Roblox King. After Roblox allowed people to change their display names with their new update, people have been wondering about the funniest nicknames to choose in new Roblox games. If you happen to be one of those, then here is a list of 7 ideas that you could follow. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. Alright, let's begin. Number 7. Display name made out of Chinese letters. Being bilingual, where you know how to speak more than one language, is a pretty cool thing. In my opinion, if you've got the opportunity to flex this cool skill on Roblox, then you should not shy away from this particular matter. Speaking of languages, there is one particular cool method of flexing your language skills on Roblox that has yet been used by the overwhelming majority of players. So, if you were to use it right now, it would have a much greater impression. Now, if you were to go change names in Roblox and simply type in names with characters and letters of non-English scripts, it would normally show you an error. The best way to deal with that situation is by going to Google Translate and then translating your name to whatever language you want to be. Let us say Chinese. Once you have your name translated in Google Translate, copy that version to Roblox and you will have your own Chinese display name. Number 6, Guest 666. There is a specific reason that makes this name seem so intriguing yet bizarre. Now, apparently, Guest 666 seems like a very simple and super decent name to choose in Roblox, but the matter is not that plain as it seems to be. When Roblox allowed players to log in as their guest player, a hacker by the name of Guest666 took advantage of the feature and started hacking other players. Roblox was unable to track him down because he used the guest option. Roblox YouTubers and others kept discussing him or her in their videos, and which ended up creating an environment of fear and chaos with this username in Roblox. You can copy that display name. Chances are that you might end up getting banned yourself, so don't try this with your main account, but I'm sure you can scare a number of people with this username. Number 5, symbols as your display name. Another funny and catchy name that you could choose for yourself is something that defines all rules of English grammar or any other grammar. For that matter, you can actually make up a name in Roblox with just letters or symbols, but in order to do that, you will have to go through a procedure. Now, that procedure is not lengthy or tiring or anything, but it still happens to be a little time consuming. You will need to use a software called User API V1. That's basically an application where you can forcefully insert any name that you desire. In normal cases, Roblox will not allow you to have symbols or signs as your display name, but this application will allow you to do so. Number 4, I love unicorns 12345. Coming up next is I love unicorns 12345. Now, this username is just an example of tons of usernames out there that you could use to create for your own profile. It could be something related to unicorns, such as in I love unicorns 12345, or it could be something a bit funnier as well. For instance, you could have a display name like shitty face or I am pooping. All of that is pretty funny if you ask me, and that's also, it could not be considered vulgar in itself. Number 3, ripoffs of famous YouTubers' display names. Another very famous line of display names could be ripoffs of famous YouTubers, especially ones where you attribute something to them. For example, you could use Dennis is tall or something like that. This way, you might end up trolling some of the kiddish fans out there and have a funny name at the same time. But make sure you don't take it too far when it comes to trolling, because that might end up in getting you banned if you misuse this option. Number 2, 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 has been a real Roblox username that belongs to a hacker who was then banned for life after it was discovered that he had been involved in hacking. It was rumored that 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 and his group formed a whole group devoted to hacking people, but Roblox quickly discovered this and barred 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 and his team. Now, going with this username comes with a lot of risk, but you can copy this username's idea and create something similar to it. Something like 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And number 1, hi as your display name. Roblox generally doesn't allow 2-letter usernames, but there is a way through which you could actually do that. It involves the user API v1 as well, and the process isn't much different in all of its cases. Comedy and humor are very subjective and they differ from human to human, so maybe not all of you might find these nicknames to be funny. Well, this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't liked the video yet, it's never too late, guys. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up. We will see you soon in another video, but until then, take care and goodbye.